There's Tolantongo right there, huh?
Tolantongo is a really cool place with some caves. It's got hot springs where the water comes out and it's turquoise. And it forms a river where the locals have dammed it up and made a bunch of pools.
There's a bunch of really cool features where you can go in and have a barbecue or a picnic and soak and enjoy, fun for the whole family. And then a little bit more technical spots where you can crawl through these tunnels and they come out in these big pools and it's really dark, and then it just comes out to this tropical, warm water, fresh.
Straight out of the earth.
Yeah, straight out of there. It's just this big warm flow of clear water. It's magnificent.
There's several hotels there. I think there's like at least 3, maybe 4 or more.
Yeah, and while we were there, they were building more hotels. So by now there's probably 1 or 2 more hotels on site.
Yeah, and it's impressive. It was a little bit of a walk to get down, but no matter where you stay, there's something to do, whether it's the soaking pools or
water slides.
There's the river that cuts through with all the dams. There's the caves.
Yeah, you can buy inner tubes and float around in the little rivers. There's food and drinks. There's a couple restaurants on site.
Even camping. I mean, they'll let you rent a tent if you want. It's a little bit hard to get to. It's off the beaten path. It's not like there's an airstrip or airport anywhere near there that I'm aware of.
Yeah, it's on the side of a canyon. So you come in at the top and then it's just switchbacks back and forth. And I mean, when I say switchbacks, it's 100%, 90-degree turns, 180-degree turns, going, probably at least 20 of those to get down to the gate where you get access into the property. And even where the property is at, it still drops another at least 500 to 1,000 feet to the bottom of, you can't even see the bottom.
When you first get in there, they pull you over and you have to get off your bike and you walk through a mister where they spray you for COVID with disinfectant.
That washes all the COVID off of you, and then you can go into the property safely.
Yeah, and so they spray your bikes down too. And then, once you get in, it's pretty incredible. It's hard to pay attention when you're riding because you just want to look over this cliff that you're riding next to. It's incredible.
Yeah, it demands your attention, this kind of riding, because like I said, the corners are so tight. You've got to be paying attention to what you're doing, and otherwise you'll fall over.
We're getting ready to just taking our gear off, getting set up in the room, and I will warn you, if you stay at the tallest hotel that's there, the one that's furthest up, if you go on the balcony, it will lock behind you. And we were both locked out.
Yeah, we may have closed the door behind us on the balcony like you would normally at home to keep the warm air in, and it locks behind you, and we were on the top floor. It was pretty comical and embarrassing. We had to flag down one of the neighboring porches that there was someone out there reading a book, and they had to call security, and security came into our room and opened the door for us. It was pretty comical, but really quite embarrassing. So you got to watch out for that.
I think it was somewhere around $120 for the night.
Yeah.
But we were also in the premium best hotel you can get.
Yeah, very nice hotel.
And then the next morning we got up and we hiked down, and it was probably at least 1.5 miles. We had to hike down, pretty much go anywhere there once you get the wristband.
Yeah.
And so we were able to go from the top all the way down, see all the different types of pools. There are some that are like hot tubs that are built out that are very shallow for small children.
Yeah, they're like sculpted by hand. And over time, the enamel builds up on all of these pools, so they have this white coating, the minerals. So they're all white and kind of falling over each other, and it looks really nice. And every single night they plug it up and clean them all out, and then in the morning they flood them again.
Fill back up. It's so much water that comes through there. And then as you're walking down, you can see the different hotels and the different features. And finally we got down to the river where I couldn't believe my eyes. It was so blue, the water, and it looks like they dye it. It's like a turquoise blue, and you can actually feel the minerals in it with your hands when you put your hands into it and through your hair. And so we walked from there all the way up the river to the source, which was at where the caves are.
Yeah, the Grutas.
Yeah, and it was a blast. I highly recommend it. If they had an airport nearby, I'm sure it would be overrun with tourists and it wouldn't be very fun anymore. So getting there was quite a bit of fun too. I mean, we had a great trip just getting there, and extremely worth it. I mean, if you are even remotely close there, I would say if you're within 3 hours of drive, it is worth going there at least for one night.